Walker going in quickly and powerfully. And here is Walker.
With Palmer out on the left-hand side, Mahrez on the right, as he always is. Alvarez through the middle.
Good choice. Is one of those who like to play behind another striker. Of course, Raheem Sterling is one of those who's missing, the former City player who was injured after 3 minutes. Mahrez standing down beneath his hands on hips, just taking an early breather. Mahrez against the youngster Lewis Hall, and he's past him. He pick out by Kepa Arrizabalaga.
As you said, skip past the challenge, saw the space in behind the young fullback. This is the touch that makes it. Across, Hall who dives in. He gets very close to him, so it's difficult for Mahrez to pick anybody out. She tries to play it between the legs.
The touch actually helped Kepa, didn't it? Walker's throw. It's a risky one, but it ran for Mahrez. And their first choice wing-backs, well, they would probably play three at the back. He's been on for 2 years ago now. For City, Rodri, and they've got four going forward here. Alvarez, who burst through, of course, in the World Cup a couple of times very spectacularly. Against Croatia. And to Jorginho and Kovacic. Letting the referee know about the...
It wasn't a great ball from Alvarez. Mahrez had to stop his run. It was a foul.
In the League Cup game, Mahrez scored from a free kick early in November.
Maybe just a fraction too far out for Mahrez to... Certainly you can get it over the wall and back down again, but to beat the goalkeeper from that sort of distance... He's got a great left foot, as we know. Looking across at Pep Guardiola, what do you think?
Silva's got a decent left peg on him as well.
They're discussing, can we really shoot from this distance, or does it need to be clipped into the box? No.
Mahrez decides to have a shot. Well, that's extraordinary. He's done it to Chelsea again. It was certainly in his range. And Riyad Mahrez, in these 3 games, in a short space of time between these two clubs, has scored in all of them.
Well, it doesn't come much better than that. The question was it too far out? Well, it certainly wasn't, was it? Round it. Just watch here. It goes down the side of the wall, over the wall. It goes over the wall.
Well, the distance helps you, didn't it? Because there was time for it to go up and back down again.
And it beats the goalkeeper, Kepa. He takes one step across, but can't get there with the dive. It's a brilliant free kick. Conor Gallagher did everything to, as he said in pre-season, I want to win every game.
Here's Mahrez. This time it's a beautifully delivered. Out on the right-hand side, away from the area of the pitch he'd like to be more centrally involved in.
It's difficult with the shape that Chelsea are playing with those 3 midfield players in behind.
Kanji going towards the near post, and Laporte going in. Rodri's there. Shot from Alvarez. And Mahrez was aiming for Bernardo Silva. He's now involved. Rodri. Too many. Normally they want to guard the front zone where you... Kanji.
Possession. City are winning it back quickly. Same again, I would have thought would have been the advice from Bernardo Silva. More difficult to get it up and over the wall this time. He's going to probably go round the wall.
So Riyad Mahrez goes again. And, catchable.
He has to go round the wall this time, and that's why Kepa can see it coming all the way. It's a little bit too straight. It's a comfortable save for Kepa.
His main competitor, Ivan Bendy, is out with a shoulder problem. Marcus Bettinelli is the substitute goalkeeper for Chelsea here today. Jorginho, Palmer having a push and a shove. Mahrez with the corner. Kovacic. A bit more purposeful. And finding Mahrez. Hall in his sights. And Walker arriving, and Foden turns in. And it's 3-0 Manchester City. They're cutting Chelsea apart here.
Foden's in the right place. Bernardo Silva is occupying Hall. So Hall can't come too wide. Goes in again, Hall. He has to, as Bernardo Silva's in a dangerous position. Now the switch of play. Walker makes the run. Kovacic can't get there. Maybe Koulibaly could have come out and tried to block it. He doesn't do so. And Phil Foden just almost standing there. There's the way to pass, the angle of pass. Brilliant from Man City. Not good from Chelsea.
Well, one of the many reasons why the City fans love Phil Foden is that he does score goals. It's his 9th of the season. And in that respect, he outstrips the likes of Grealish on his sleeve. He's unbeaten in his first, just about write them off. And here's Alvarez. Palmer. Alvarez makes a run. He finds Mahrez. Men who've helped the club to great success at the moment. Post-typical era is problematic for Lewis Hall. Is a rookie.
So the front players will stop closing down.
There's Mahrez again. And he fouls. It's a tactical foul. In case Chelsea, in a few seconds remain to half-time. City team under the Guardiola regime, with Mahrez starting it off with a phenomenal free kick. His conversion of it after handball by Havertz. And Manchester City now in third. Not always to purpose of scoring a goal, but the premise that part of the pitch, the opposition are very unlikely to hurt you at the other end. Now, here's Alvarez. Mahrez with licence to explore, looking for Palmer.
Very good understanding with Albiol, who was
in the port. There's plenty of left-footers out there.
He's almost coming to a left-back position here.
All he's done to Chelsea, he's probably earned the right amount to nibble at the ball. Laporte.
Might just keep it. Reserve some of their energy.
There's the wandering Mahrez. Convinced Gareth Southgate to take him to the World Cup and then to play him in the World Cup. I think that France was a likely opponent, and Chelsea fans would, but Erling Haaland has only played once against Chelsea. That was on Thursday, and he didn't score.
Fairly sound debut from Humphreys.
Mahrez, who's he looking for? Kyle Walker, who's got inside Humphreys then, he recovered. Mahrez across to Cancelo. Taken by Foden. Touched by Koulibaly. Silva. His limitation. We'll see, there's still plenty of time. This is the FA Cup. Capacity for change. Gallagher might hit it with his right foot, but he's twisted back into trouble. And Mahrez gets Alvarez on the run. Kanji, his international teammate of Zakaria. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. Mahrez, mentally as well as physically. Here's Mahrez looking for more. I wonder. Marisa Balaga had a look anxiously over his right shoulder.
Well, you knew as soon as he took that, he was going to try and bend it into the corner. Silva plays it to him. Just goes inside the first challenger, tries to use the next defender.
Privileged to have known him.
I think he played very well against Nottingham Forest in the first half last week.
By Bernardo Silva, gone hunting the ball in Chelsea territory too much. They've worked their way into it from deeper positions. A very hard thing for this group of players to do. Yes, it's Manchester City again. But it's not the same Manchester City that lined up in the Premier League. But Bernardo Silva, and down goes Foden, and the referee has given another penalty to Manchester City. They've restricted their forward momentum in the second half, but they burst through then. And Azpilicueta is still burning with injustice, I don't think, indignation maybe. Let's have a look at it, Stu.
Well, Bernardo Silva plays the right ball. Yeah, there is a clip. The covering defender just catches Foden. Here, misses the ball as well. Koulibaly. I don't think we're going to see the referee change his mind. He misses the ball. He had a chance to get the ball, but just missed it. And then caught Foden.
But he was never thinking about just running down the clock to win 3-0. Oh, and Riyad Mahrez is going to take the penalty. I don't think Pep Guardiola, from what I understand within the City camp, will be over thrilled with this, but with a 3-0 lead, he can afford it. You remember he's missed a couple recently. He scored 10 out of 14 from the spot for City, which means he's missed 4. Quite a high ratio. What's he going to do with this one? 6 minutes to go. Mahrez finds the back of the net. And it's Chelsea, doesn't miss against them. So a second successful penalty, this one against Koulibaly, the first against Havertz for handball. Alvarez, the first successful spot kick, that was more convincing from Riyad Mahrez.
He just hit that one with pace. Riyad Mahrez high. Again, trying to play a few mind games, quite down the middle, but close to it. Hit with power, hit with good height. No stopping that. Almost take a risk when you try and go into the roof of the net. You don't get underneath it too much. And a very good penalty. And a real thumping for Chelsea here.
Substitutions from Guardiola at half-time at Stamford Bridge on Thursday. Here's Mahrez, who's on a hat-trick, of course.
I wonder if, when he looks back at the game, whether he'll question the formation that he went with. It made it very easy for Man City to keep switching the play, Greg.
The rules were broken. We'll see.
Or not another important one.
Yeah, but maybe. Good definition. Foden's waiting in the middle. Okay. Queed the second penalty, I would assume, to Mahrez. The first one wasn't so good, was it? So it's 4-0 here. In the 3 games, counting the Premier League game just 3 days ago, competing is not what's expected of a Chelsea team. He won't expect that. I mean, they stuck at it. There are mitigating circumstances. The 4th round with 4 goals, with Mahrez the main man. City 4, Chelsea 0.